Hello, everyone. Dustin Zahner with Creating the Difference. We're back at the EC for another bowling ball review. Today's subject is the Hammer Dark Web Hybrid. So we'll see Ron throw some shots here. We'll talk about this ball a little bit and, talk about what we're seeing out on the lanes. So let's get into the ball itself. It's got the modified spheroid core. It's got the HK22 Aggression Hybrid cover stock. And what's interesting about this one is it comes out of the factory, or comes out of the box sanded at a 500, 1000, 2000 Sire factory finish. I believe it's one of only a few balls at the HK22, or that has the HK22 cover stock to come with a sanded box finish. The RG in 15 pounds is 2.514 and a diff of 0.48. So symmetric. And by looking at our first couple of shots here, it is very continuous. If you've noticed in the past couple ball reviews that we've done, we've really, and videos too, we've really taken a dive into, understanding where the manufacturers are heading with the overall shapes of bowling balls, and they're definitely heading towards more of the continuous side of the ball motion, which isn't a bad thing. All the companies are very, very good at making those types of shapes, and you're beginning to see less and less of the traction type shapes and angular type shapes going down the lane. And then if you need to, of course, make a bowling ball more traction or more angular, you can simply adjust the surface. So if you want to make it more traction, you can put, and this is a extreme example, you can put 500 grit on the bowling ball. It'll cause it to read much earlier. Or on the flip side of that coin, if you want it to be more angular, get down the lane further, you would polish it with something like TrueCut Hand Apply Polish Plus powered by Turtle Wax. But this ball is right in the middle, right in that continuous range, right at 2000 grit. So yeah, I mean, if we're gonna talk about the shape here a little bit, it's definitely a good shape to see out on the lane. It's definitely something that would probably be second or third out of the bag, depending on how you throw it, the other balls that you have in the bag. So not the strongest bowling ball you ever see, but not the weakest either. And judging by that, he's got quite a bit of room out on the lanes to, get to the pocket. Last one may not have struck, but he's at least getting to the pocket and giving himself enough miss room to where, he can have a shape that he relies on. Now that hooked a lot, so he'll probably move a little bit off of that. But yeah, I mean, we've talked about it previously, like, you should never have to be perfect with a bowling ball. If you feel like you have to be perfect, you probably got the wrong ball in your hand. So being able to give yourself, if you're on a house shot, like 4 or 5 boards down lane, or if you're bowling on something hard, like 2 boards down lane, see, that hooked way earlier. So he'll make a pretty decent sized move off of that. Yeah, like I was saying, if you are bowling on something hard, if you can give yourself, 2 or 3 boards down lane, I mean, you're in good shape, especially if you're bowling on something that's pretty flat. Getting room on flat patterns is not easy. That's why we tell people that come to the EC and are bowling a challenge match, we bowl games 3 and 4 on a pattern called red square. And red square is completely flat. It's 1-to-1. And people ask, what ball should I bring to bowl on red square? And the answer is often it doesn't matter what you bring. It matter your repeatability matters. So if you're able to hit 1 or 2 boards down lane, which just talking about it seems like a lot, but if you're hitting 1 or 2 boards down lane at 45 feet, it's a big difference. Anybody can hit 1 or 2 boards at 15 feet. Now, if you can hit it at 45 feet, you're gonna be in good shape. So, little Greek church there. But yeah, I mean this ball does look good. Definitely continuous for sure. So, another good bowling ball from the Hammerline in the Web series. So if you're interested in picking up the new Dark Web Hybrid from Hammer, you can check it out on ctdbowling.com. I am Dustin Zahner with Creating the Difference. Have a great day.